Today in the Gospel, Jesus is presented in the version of St. John, the Gospel of John. And John, or his community, has found a beautiful way to speak of the new being of the resurrection. If you're looking in the Greek version, you cannot find the verb being in the past. It's always in the present, because John wants to make us understand that now the Christ is the being one, the most being one, the more being one than any other one. So perhaps when they are on the sea, they are thinking, there is Jesus nearby, but they didn't know that it was Jesus, as translation says us. But in reality, John is writing, they didn't know that Jesus is. Ho Jesus estin. That's the way how John is writing. And so also when John is exclamating the disciple who Jesus loves, it's the Lord. But really it's written, the Lord is. Ho Kyrios estin. And so also Peter is springing into the water after he has understood that it has been the Lord. But it's also written that the Lord is. And at the last moment, when they are meeting Jesus before eating with him, the Gospel says, but they didn't ask him who he was, because they knew that he was the Lord. But again, John is writing that the Lord is, ho Kyrios estin. And that's the way how he is describing the new way of being of Jesus, the risen Jesus. He is who he is, as the great revelation of God to Moses. He is showing himself as the mighty God who now in his humanity is present, is like God is. And he is the most present in our kitchen, in our house, in our car, where we are working. The risen Christ is the most present person that exists.